Hi everyone, it's Shirley Farrar and this is Encouragement on Fire. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I'm glad that you are with us today. We are talking about gut health. And I told you last week that we wanted to talk about detoxing the liver. So I learned a few things about detoxing the liver. And remember, this is really a conversation. This is really to get you to do something about it. You know, if some of the things that we're talking about ignite something in you and causes you to say, wow, that's me, I need to address this, then so be it. And that's what I really want. I just want us to really, I want you to welcome me into your living room, your home, your environment, right? Y'all can see right now, right? Phillies, go Phillies, right? All right, Phillies. I found this this actual jogging suit. My husband and I were out and found it. And oh my goodness, I was so excited. It even has a little Phillies little patch on the actual leg. I was like, oh my goodness, this is awesome. Cause you know, anything New Jersey, Philadelphia Eagles, Phillies, our baseball team. It's just awesome, you know, so I can't say enough. So yes, go Phillies. All right. So let me get back to what we were talking about. All right. So we're talking about detoxing the liver. And one of the things I want to say is that, first of all, do you even need to detox the liver? Now, I know half of you are saying, absolutely, you need to detox the liver. And then there's the others that are saying, it's not even necessary. I don't even know why you even want to detox the liver. So we always say, you know, false balance is an abomination. You have to have the just weight. You have to be able to have research and faith. Okay. So research, when I'm going back, I always tell you guys, I love, you know, the WebMD. They talk about a lot of different things and it's based on a lot of research. Is everything that they have on there? I think some of the things they'll tell you that they don't have research on. So it's just like saying, no, there's no research, but at least they're acknowledging this is what we have research on and this is what we don't have research on. So according to WebMD, there is no research that says we must detox the liver. Now, I know all of you holistic people out there are saying, what? You're like, what in the world? Right. And I'm right there with you because I grew up where you should detox your liver at least once a year, if not more, or every other year or something like that. So I'm just saying to you, you have to determine what is best for you. That's what we've been saying since we started this podcast, Encouragement on Fire. I'm encouraging you to do what is best for you. Okay. So you know, there are things that you can do, right? Programs that you can do to detox, or supplements that you can do that you can take that can help with the liver. But statistically, they're saying it cannot fix it. Now, I always go back and I say, just because there's no research on something saying that this is or this is not true, then you can't say that either. So if there's no research that supports you for liver detox or against liver detox, then it's neutral. So therefore, you have to make the decision. How are you going to proceed? Okay. Now, I do know on the websites that many people believe in detoxing the liver. Many believe in it because it helped them in their health process. Remember, I said sometimes research is statistical, placebo, and then you have the others that are taking medication or no medication, whatever the research is about. But in this particular case, there is no research that supports detoxing the liver actually works. So you have to decide. All right. So another thing I want to bring to your attention, WebMD also said that you have to be careful of some things. So be careful with unpasteurized juices. Now, when I was growing up, my family members also told me that it was really important to be careful with some juices, depending on what ailments you had in your body. So if you're, a healthy person, you're not diagnosed with anything, that probably isn't you. But if you are diagnosed with something, then you need to consult your doctor and you need to figure out, is this going to hurt me or not? Like, let's say kidney disease. If you have kidney disease, large amounts of juice are not necessarily good for you. If you have diabetes, lots of amounts of sugar juices are not good for you. So remember, we keep saying that. That's the underlining thread throughout everything we've said. What have you been diagnosed with? So that has to be in your forefront all the time as you are developing your healthy eating habits, because all fruits and vegetables do not align with everyone. Though there are your general fruits and vegetables, like we talked about berries, absolutely it does assist in that. So, should we detox or should we not detox? So we're going to move forward as if detoxing the liver is not necessarily something you have to do, but it's something that you want to think about. And according to, WebMD, this is not something that you're going to do quick, because I know a lot of times people have these quick detox things, like a whole week, or they have 6 weeks of detoxing, your liver. This is something that's supposed to be a long process, and it's not a quick fix. So if you're purchasing things that are quick fixes, this, for the whole week, I want you to eat this juice and this, I'm just saying, if it took you this long to get this way, then it's going to take you some time to get out of it. It's the same thing as if when you're losing weight, which many of us are in the process of, when you lose weight too fast, there are some complications with that. Even the doctor, if you're talking to your doctor, they will tell you, do not lose weight rapidly. You want to lose weight over a 6-month or a year process. Now, if you lose weight faster because of your metabolism, then that's just your metabolism. But the normal person doesn't lose weight like that. And they're saying over a period of time. And it's the same thing with fixing your gut or your liver, or just, healing your skin or other things. You want to make sure that you're doing it over a period of time and not something a quick fix. Remember, anything that's done too fast, is it really worth it? About it. Would you rather have a meal prepared on a stove or in an oven? Or would you rather have a meal in a microwave? Only you can answer that. So it's the same thing. Okay. All right. So let's move forward. So I did come across an article online, and this one is about simple ways to detox your liver. It's by Dr. Payal Badari, MD. She's an MD. And these are the things that she said were really vital for you to detox your liver. Now, she didn't say anything quick and in a hurry. She was saying that it's going to take lots of water. She's saying it's going to take you sweating. So I've heard that. If you're exercising, doing cardio. My husband tells me that all the time. Cardio. Those are the things that helps you to lose weight. And it also helps to detox that liver. And also sometimes people do saunas, things of that nature. Friends of ours do hot yoga. Yes. So whatever works for you to get, your body sweating, getting out the impurities. Sleep. Detoxes. Yes. You are going through a health condition, especially cancer. Sleep is vital to your recovery. So get as much sleep. And on some of the medications, it keeps you up. So I'm sitting here telling you, talk to your doctor about how you can get better sleep. They're going to give you some ways to go about doing that. Each person's is personal. So talk to your doctor. And then anti-inflammatory foods. Of course, we've been talking about that forever since we started the podcast. Removing toxins from your environment, she's saying. Yes, you know what toxins are in your environment. So if you're using a lot of chemicals in your house, things of that nature. Now, remember, we're talking about people who need to detox their liver or people who are sick. So I'm not talking about you if you're healthy, but don't get to that point. So if you notice that you're around a lot of smokers, a lot of chemicals, things of that nature, you may want to eliminate those things from your environment, because inhalation, all that stuff, it matters. And then let's see, what else did she say? Oh, there's another article. All right, so this particular article is about liver cleanse. And there's some myths about liver cleanse. So there's a myth number one: liver cleanses are necessary. See how they're letting you know there's no research behind it. Doesn't mean that you shouldn't do it. Okay. If it helps you, or you know someone that it did help, by all means try it for yourself. But don't do something that has to be a quick fix. It's over longevity over a period of time. And that's making good choices in your diet, good choices in water intake every day. I think we talked about that. You should at least have 32 ounces of water a day. Some people base it on their half of their weight per ounce. So, like I said, talk to your nutritionist, talk to your doctor in regards to that. Myth number two: liver cleanses aid in weight loss. Well, I think that if your liver is in good condition, you're going to lose weight if you're doing all the things you need to, meaning eating right, exercising, right? All those things. And you can tell also by your skin and different things of that nature if your liver is in good health. Also, your eyes, are your eyes perky, or they light, your eyes start looking a certain color if, there's something going on with your liver. But then, of course, that's liver disease, and that's a whole nother thing. It says that myth number three: liver cleanses protect against liver disease. That's not always the truth. That's not always the truth. You can try in this lifetime to do a lot of things. You can try to not get cancer. You can try to not get liver disease. You can try to not have diabetes. But we know that some things are genetic. Some things are just coming in certain families. So can you say, well, if I cleanse my liver? Not necessarily. Can it help you? Absolutely. If you are constantly taking things to cleanse out your liver, remember, longevity, not quick fix. Liver cleanses can correct any existing liver damage. That's myth number 4. Come on. Like we said earlier, you have to be doing the work over a long period of time. This is not a quick fix thing. We do what we're supposed to do in our eating habits, drinking plenty of water, getting rest. It's a balanced diet. We must balance our lives out, getting rid of the stress, like we talked about in some of the other things, in detoxing the liver, and also for a healthy gut. So I'm just saying, it's, when we're looking at it, come on, you guys, sometimes these things are just self-explanatory, but we got to have a conversation about it. Because sometimes it's like, I know what I ought to do. I know what makes sense. And sometimes you do need the research to tell you and kind of kick you in the butt and say, hey, you need to be doing this. This is important. It's research-based. And there's some things that's just common sense. And I need to just do the right thing. If you're eating a lot of sugar, it's not in your favor. Sugar, there's not, sugar tastes wonderful, but over a long period of time, it is not good for you. And like a lot of other things, we know what we ought to do. And, so you want to take a holistic approach when you're fixing anything in your body. making sure you're eating right, doing what you ought to do. Now, there is another article. This one is the expert reviewer, Ashley Jordan Fiera, PhD level. And they're talking about the liver may need a little support. But the article name was, do you need a liver cleanse? That's what we're talking about. Do you actually need it? And in this, it says liver may need a little support if. So they're not saying that you have to have a detox your liver. However, there's some signs that let you know that there may be danger with your liver, and you may need to begin to detox it over a long time, not a quick fix, okay? And I'm going to share with you some of those things. So one of them is if you're craving a lot of sugar. Some of these things are really personal for me because I was craving a lot of sugar. Before I was diagnosed with the cancer, I was craving a lot of sugar. I was taking so many teaspoons of sugar in my coffee. There was a lot of things, eating a lot of sugary things. And I'm not saying I don't have some now, because I do. But it was in excess. And I know that was my thing that I needed to work on. And I'm still working on that. Low energy. Oh my goodness. Well, first of all, I was under a lot of stress. So it could have been that as well. But I didn't have a lot of energy. And where I used to have a lot of energy. Oh my goodness. And I'm starting to get my energy level back. Like I said, longevity. It's coming back. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Now, you may think, oh, encouragement on fire. Shirley, you have a lot of energy. I'm sitting down and I have a lot of energy. When I start moving, it's not as much, but I'm getting there, right? I'm winning the race, but I'm more so like the turtle than the hare. Steady goes the road, and you win anyway. All right. So the next one is, according to the article, your bowel movements aren't as regular. That's important. So when you are normally healthy, are your bowel movements 1, 2, 3 times a day? If not, then you should think about, wow, it's been every other day or once a week. That's the problem. Go see your doctor. Okay. Then let me say, pollen isn't your friend. Oh my goodness. They are like talking to me right now when it comes to the pollen, because I was saying to my mom, Elder Cynthia, that literally I was taking allergy medicine every day and it wasn't working. I was switching. I had to keep switching my allergy medicine and it wasn't working. But guess what? Since I've been wearing my mask, see, people say what they want about that mask. Since I've been wearing my mask and I haven't been around a lot of people, mostly in my house and then around my home, of course, but I'm outside. So the doctor's saying as long as you're outside, not in anybody's faces, you're good. So I literally wear my mask everywhere I go. So if I go to the supermarket, if I'm in a public place, I have my N95 on, sometimes 2. The point is, I haven't gotten sick. Where normally I would get sick very often. The allergies, I would be getting sick from the allergies. I don't have those sniffles that I had before. And I'm not taking the allergy medicine as much. Like literally the doctor had me on allergy medicine during the chemo every day. So I was being obedient, doing what I'm supposed to do. But since the chemo stopped, I probably have taken that allergy medicine once or twice a week. And I don't have any of those congested symptoms. So there's something to say about that mask. I'm just being honest with you guys. I don't know if I'm ever going to take it off, even when the doctor tells me, Cheryl, it's okay now. I may still wear it sometimes. And then it says you don't feel as healthy as you expect. Come on, you guys know. You know, if you aren't feeling well. And if you don't know, you should slow down long enough to find out, am I well? I think everyone knows when your body shifts. I knew it when my body started to shift. And you start taking over-the-counter medications to help with the pain, the inflammation. Those things are temporary. They're not supposed to be permanent. So think about that. Temporary, not permanent. If you're doing this in a long period of time, taking over-the-counter medications for a long period of time, you should go see your doctor, because that's not normal. I know, right? I was thinking, you know how we just take supplements, we take all these different things, and we think you have to have them. I remember one of my professors saying to me, a biology professor at my current university when I was taking it in my undergraduate. And he said to me, he said, Cheryl, a healthy body doesn't need supplements all the time. I was like, oh, you're wrong. You're wrong. You need supplements. You need all these things. He said, no, a healthy body, when it's eating the right foods and taking in the right minerals and nutrition, it can produce these things on its own. And I was like, I didn't pay any attention. See, you don't, sometimes you're in the middle of it and you're like, what? But as we get older, our bodies stop producing proteins, minerals, certain things that you need for your body to work the same way it did when you were younger. And so now, as you're getting older, you're taking more supplements, you're taking minerals in your diet, you're doing all these things. But you don't necessarily have to do that when your body is healthy. I know it because we've been so conditioned from marketing and conditioned to, I got to take all these extra things. But if we get our bodies to be in a healthy state, the body will literally be doing that itself. But as you get older, there are some of those things that do shut down. And now you have to take those supplements. So think about it like that. And then let's see, your skin isn't clear or feels irritated. Now, it could be some diagnoses. You've been diagnosed with something, and that's why your skin is that way. But if you haven't been diagnosed with something and the doctor's saying, no, that's a rash from an internal thing, then now you may want to detox that gut or detox the liver over a period of time, and start eating, healthier things, being mindful of what your intake on your skin as well as in your mouth. All those things matter. The toxins, the chemicals that we're using in our houses, all those things matter. And sensitivity to chemicals. I remember walking in rooms where family members just cleaned the house, and I'm starting to react. I'm like, what's going on? Coughing and all kinds of things like that. Right? I'm just saying, these are things that were happening to me, and I had no clue. I had no clue that my body was letting me know your liver has to detox. There's something going on with you, Shirley, and you need to address it. Let's see. Oh my goodness, you have concerns about bad breath. Now, bad breath, I'm gonna be honest with you, that could be something as innocent as going to the dentist. Brushing your teeth regularly, using a water pick or flossing can fix a lot of those issues. However, if you're doing all those things and you still have bad breath, then yes, still see your dentist to make sure there's no root canals or any of those type of things that needs fixing, cavities. But at the same time, it could be a gut thing. It honestly could, or a liver thing. So like I said, you got to go see the specialist first. Go see the dentist. They're going to let you know if it's those surface things or things that they can fix. And if they fix everything and you still have bad breath, then it's an internal thing. And then now you can start working on those things as well. let's see. And what else? You're feeling stressed or anxious. We already talked about that. For the gut, that, stress does bring on that. And also for the liver, that can be another sign. You struggle with mood swings. Now, that can also be some other things. It could be something dealing with mental health, but it could also be women sometimes of the month. But if it's not those particular things and you are having up and down mood swings, it could be a liver thing. Honestly, it could be a lot of things. So what are we going to do? I know you guys are saying it. You're going to go see your doctor and you're going to get your blood work so then we can find out what's going on, because the blood tells on you. It will tell you what's going on, and the doctor will have, he or she will be happy to tell you this is what's going on with you based on your blood. Okay. Oh my goodness, this is a big one. Okay. Many of us deal with this one, and we may not want to admit it over time. Everyone has dealt with this. You're dealing with gas or bloating. Women deal with bloating every month, but this is a different type of bloating. This is a different type of gas. You eat foods. Oh my goodness. There was times I would eat foods and I was like, what is going on here? Oh my goodness, I got all this bloating and stuff. And that's an indication saying that the liver, I would say the gut, needs to be cleaned out. But remember, no quick fixes over a long period of time. Long period of time. Now, I want you to keep in mind that your liver, any liver, okay, the general strength of a liver is strong. But if your liver is having issues, you have to go and talk to the doctor. And you have to find out, is there something I can do naturally to help my liver to become strong? And we're talking about the liver first, but we're also talking about the gut. What do I need to do? You have to get with a specialist in order for this to work. I know a lot of times we're like, well, that doctor don't know what they're talking about. They went to school. They know what they're talking about. Now, you still have to be the individual that's going to read the information along with the doctor. So I'm not telling you to stick your face in the sand or your head in the sand. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you have to be the expert of you, and let the expert doctors tell you what they know by tests that they're going to do on you. At the same time, how are you feeling? Write it down. We talked about that. And now we're adding all these things together, and you become an expert of you by partnering with the experts. That's why I like to see it. I'm partnering with my doctors, So they're telling me about what they know about my blood, my bones, all these different things. And I'm telling them about my daily feeling, how I'm feeling. And I'm writing it down, because remember, tomorrow I may feel different than the way I did today or last week. So I have to keep writing it down, and I can tell them in detail what's going on with me. Okay? So we're going to actually wrap up the healing the gut, and we're going to move into another avenue. I'm not going to share with you yet. You're going to have to come back for the next podcast, but stay tuned. But just keep in mind, there are a few foods before we leave that are going to help you if you really want to start making sure that you're eating the right foods that will enhance your liver to start to detox itself. Okay. And those are berries, beets, broccoli, citrus fruits, dandelion root, greens, fermented foods. That's a big one. My mom talked about sauerkraut in your daily regimen, right? Absolutely. Green tea, leafy greens, lentils, salmon, and intermittent fasting. Oh my goodness, we should be doing that. And I say often. I'm not going to tell you how often, but often. You have to figure it out for your own body. And taking supplements after you had your blood test done. Talk to your doctor about what it is that you need. Remember, every year it's going to be different because you're going to do that blood work over again. Almonds, sunflower seeds, all these things, wheat germ, avocados. Yes, yes, yes. All of these things are good for you. Vitamin E. Come on. All of those vitamins, D, all those things. We should be doing whatever is necessary for us, for you. What is your blood saying to you? Okay. And like I said, all of the things we're talking about, it's just to get you thinking and for you to decide what are you going to do about your health. Okay. Well, I'm Shirley Farrar, and this is Encouragement on Fire. And I'm looking forward to talking to you at our next podcast. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.